Bear's gonna fucking hate that. Got another fucking tier list for y'all motherfuckers. This one's gonna be a bit more different though. See, obviously right now in the little corners of my fucking webcam, you can see little Valorant people, and obviously you've seen the title of the video. It's fucking Valorant. So you think, oh, this is probably a video of like how is it play them, yada yada. No, I can definitely say for a good amount of them, even from like hearing stories from others. But in the end, I haven't gone people. I don't have Chamber or Fade or Jet. Not Jet. Astra. Fuck. I don't have Chamber or Fade or Astra, for example. Those are some people I don't have. And also, like, I recently got Yoru. I've only played like one game ever of Jet and a few games of Cypher. So I don't know much about a lot of people. But I have done plenty of games against them. So I know a good amount of what it feels like, at least to me personally. So what is this tier list going to be? Well, let me show you. S tier is usually, it feels fun to play against. It usually feels very fun to play against, but in the end, like you don't feel like they have an unfair advantage just because of the character they pick, or no matter what, that you cannot beat them. You have to go a super specific strat just to beat them, and it's always annoying. Usually get yourself killed anyways type deal. In the end, S tier is fair and just, and it's actually fun to fight against them. F tier is fucking annoying. It is actual goddamn garbage. They're either overpowered or just the way their playstyle is so annoying that it makes you get frustrated at the game. And anything in between is sort of a mix. Now, of course, you'd be asking, well, what if you think their kit is bad? Well, I don't really think anyone in the game has a bad kit in a sense. So some of them aren't the smartest, but in the end, they all have good kits. Which is why I really feel like in the end, a lot of characters in this game, it's one of the few games I feel like all the characters, I feel like I could play any one of them and actually have fun. Because they have really great kits in general. Yes, a lot of them could be similar in certain situations, like they have smokes or mollies or blinds, but they're all unique enough. So that's why, in the end, I like Valorant. Their characters are very unique. So I'm going to go through the list from A to technically Y, not Z. We'll start with Astra. Astra's the one I feel like I've had the least amount of play with. And I've always joked around in other sort of times talking with friends that Astra is the most fucking forgotten character of all of Valorant. And I do not know why. But really I feel like she just came and went. Like, I remember when I started playing the game, I just didn't know Astra happened. It was just kind of there. But I've definitely played against a good amount of Astras, yet obviously it's the lowest on the list. So I would say in the end, I'd put like, dude, go with her kit. She has smokes, wall, like these little sucky thingies. But in the end, like, it never really frustrated me. Plus, she's definitely much more defense oriented, in my opinion. I feel like she's just like the good mid. Like, I don't have, like, it's not like I'm crazy about it, but I'm also not fucking breaking my head. She's just, the sucks though can be very fucking annoying. It's literally phase a little tether thingy, but I would say that it's annoying. But I'll put it like B tier. It's not really that annoying to play against her. And plus, most people play Astra don't know how to play her that much. So maybe if I get one that fully knows how to utilize Astra, it'll be fucking terrifying. But for now, not much. Breach. Ooh, I was a Breach man for a while, so I definitely know how to play Breach, and I also know how it's like taking it back. Well, shocking as well, not a lot of people play Breach. See, he has quite a big kit of just, I'm gonna stun the fuck out of you. He has two flashbangs, a stun mechanic for both his E and his alt, which is the bigger version that knocks you around too. So you can't be staying in a specific position. So it's a lot. But in the end, I feel like there's either two breaches. Why I clicked on the fucking E? I just realized that. Anyways, there's two kind of breaches. One that rarely ever uses their abilities and really needs to, and one ability they rarely ever uses is their axe, which buries into walls and like explodes on the outside. Or there's the other breach that spams fucking every utility every fucking round, and does usually nothing. So facing against them, I would say feels kind of the long stun, the big stun is definitely annoying. But stuff like his like burrow mine thing, I don't know how to describe it. It takes so long to notice unless you're physically trapped in a corner by like some poison. You're gonna take damage, sure, but I've gotten like a few kills with it in my entire life of using it. I would put him like also B tier, like definitely not annoying, but it's also fine. Now, Brimstone. For a while, I played a little bit of Brimstone, and I always thought he was kind of this low tier character. But I don't know what it's been, but holy shit. At least the people who play Brimstone are toxic. But, like, all the people who play as him are. I don't know. his like combat beacon thing I never really see used correctly. In a sense, it's very tough to use in general. His smokes, people who do brim smokes are actually really good smokes, but also in the end, sometimes they can be stupid. But it's stuff like the mollies and the alt. They always plant spike and have that perfect lined up. So if you want to go to fuse, they will fucking make it so like they use their alt and you're fucked. You will literally die in that alt. There's nothing you can do. So that does get annoying. But yeah, everything else completely fine. I put it more C tier because the stuff like Molly lineups, which is a common thing for anyone who plays, is annoying. But the alt is just where it gets worse. Plus, the alt is actually really good. You know, I'm about to bump it up to B as well. I feel like that's fine. Chamber, I fucking hate Chamber. I'm not even lying. I don't know what it is. Chamber is just one of the people I feel like has a dumb kit in general, but also it's just people who play Chamber play so fucking stupid. I rarely ever meet super like everyone else on this team. I've met super nice versions of them. I've never met like a really nice Chamber. It's always fucking 12-year-old cunts who are just screaming at you that you're doing it wrong, constantly up. And don't be wrong, if there is a really fucking good Chamber, you will physically have to be on fucking like a suicide hotline as you're playing that game. They Chamber got all. Let me just hello suicide hotline. Like it's fucking annoying. So honestly, he's like out of everyone in the game, he's the most annoying for me to fight against. I'm not even lying. It's just especially because there's a good. It's not in the sense of like, oh well, they're good because they have the instant. No. Everyone who plays these characters out on all the lists, a really good like player, he definitely utilizes the best. I feel like Chamber's just the one that's too much. Because if you're good with the op, sure you go with the op. But when you can basically get the op for fucking free, that's where it's really annoying. It's just he's a lot of his abilities aren't like it's not we just say they're not good, but they're definitely annoying. 100% putting an F. That's just how I feel. Now Cypher. This is something. A lot of ciphers who are bad, whatever, nothing, because obviously his kit does no damage. Only thing is a tripwire. But like I've had games where ciphers fuck me up. The tripwires are just tough to see. It's so easy to get one-way smokes with him apparently for some reason. I've just noticed so much of that. His cameras are just always in tough to find spaces. So to play against him in a good version, which I'm trying to compare to everything to a really good player, because I've definitely once again met a few of them. He is really annoying. Don't be wrong, his kit is good, but fuck, it's annoying. And the funny part is, people say Cypher's garbage. His kit is like not that good. Like don't be wrong, it isn't. But I don't know what it is. Just a really good. It's really there's a hard spike in that learning curve. You know, everyone else you can still pick them up and do decent with them, with like maybe Phoenix or Raze, for example, because they have to do easy damage. You just throw something to a corner, you might get some takes of damage, maybe a lucky kill. With Cypher, it's all pure fucking skill. You need to learn the game before you pick him up. So if you do not know where to put the tripwires, you don't know where to put your cages, you don't know where to put your little camera, and his ult isn't even that good unless you're able to get behind the enemy team, which it's just a whole nother fucking case. But I would put him more probably just simple D tier. I don't know. This word's really weird. I never really because I honestly, to be honest, I didn't go into this fucking tier list expecting anything. So it's really weird trying to like play thing. I would just say they're fun or they're annoying. But having like really pick is where it's something. Fade. Ooh, don't be wrong. I've heard by everyone Fade is super fucking fun to play. But at the exact same time, I don't know what it is. Just playing against him, I don't get like pissed off, but definitely annoyed. I don't know what it is. I think a lot of it is due to like what they'll do is they'll send a prowler out, they go immediately on the corner, and they'll follow it. So even if you shoot at it, they can still beat the corner knowing you're there. And worse is the worst, they know you're not there because you have shot at it and you're good, or it attacks you and you're nearsighted. So it puts you in a really like, oh, you're fucked situation. There all is not the best. It definitely lowers your health and all this shit, and it, like decays it. But in the end, it's like I think breach ult is kind of better because it stuns people too. And plus, worse and worse in the end, you can just kind of hang back, and by the time they reach you, your health might regen. But still, like I don't know, like her actual abilities, pretty decent. The tether one, oh my god, I can be hiding behind a box, I'm hiding behind a box, like oh I'm safe, tethered out, fucking headshot. I would put the C. Like it's not like I don't know what it is. It's more annoying, but I don't actually get like really pissed off because in the end, a lot of it you can definitely it's annoying kits that you can actually really fight against. When stuff like one way smokes, immediately that's annoying. But stuff like like the little prowler thing following after you, you just know they're coming. You just gotta be prepared. Her ult, you back away. Her little thing to like find where you are, whatever it's fucking called. 'Cause I really don't know things of anything in the game. You shoot that, and the tether thing as well. Once again, that's like the only thing you can't really fight against as well. But even then, it's kind of predictable and takes time. Mid, 100% mid. Jet. Jet mates are fucking annoying. Oh, it's same thing with chambers where they have chambers where definitely there's some that are bad, but a lot of them are always super fucking toxic, super toxic. Think they're hot shit. And don't be wrong, with Jets not as much, and with Chambers it's a different case. But most of the time it's like this: they can definitely be good, but they always think they're better. It's sort of like that one Soundsmith video, like a War Pig, where they have skill, but they overestimate their skill. There's like skill ceiling. Jet's kit really isn't that annoying, other than it doesn't really help the team out. You know, she's a very one-sided person. The only thing she can do to help team is smoke, and most Jet mains just fucking use it for themselves anyways. They get shot once, they use every ability, throwing smokes all different fucking directions. With stuff like a chamber ability, at least, you have that little like thing like a watch for people on flanks. Everyone's ability can be helpful for the team. Jet's just isn't. But it's not as annoying as Chambers. I'm gonna put it E. Funny against the Jet main is so fucking annoying. Especially with the knives, holy shit. It seems like whenever fucking they decide to say, watch this, or whatever they fucking say for the enemy side, my team is just fucking brain dead, doesn't know what the fuck to do, and they're just like standing there staring at her, and she an easy fucking one tap on their brain, getting their knives back. Annoying. KO. Now I'm really a KO main now, so I'm also to let you know, not using bias. He's not that bad to fight against. Okay, don't get me wrong, he is really good. Like high tier pick, you should definitely have him on your team because the whole fact of getting rid of abilities can immediately fuck over a lot of people because some people rely on their abilities, and plus it can cancel ults. So with stuff like Jet and Chamber, 100% it destroys it. It's really good, and I love that feeling of knowing someone's about to use their ult and I throw a knife and I immediately see their name in the corner of my screen, like fuck you and fuck your ult and fuck your family. Maybe not fuck that. Point being, but also like fighting against them, I've never really met like really toxic KOs. Obviously, yes, it's not really about toxic. It's just a good KO main, but they just know their shit. They know how to throw their flashbangs and know how to use their stuff. Like I've never really gotten super tilted. Yes, there's games I can get annoyed at, but I've done it with every character on the stream except for Astra, because I barely fucking see that bitch at all. But with like everyone else, yeah, I might get annoyed at them, but they're still a good kid. It's just maybe the player itself is playing dumb, or my team's playing bad and making the other player do good. But I wouldn't necessarily put him S tier. Shit, I don't know if I would even put anyone in S tier. I'll definitely rearrange the list, but I'm putting him in A. He like I don't think he's got a really good kit. That in the end, if you get hit by the knife as well, which it shows, unless you're like hugging the wall he throws it on, and plus when it's there, if you're quick enough, you can shoot it like Sova's recon bolt. It's something that you can react to. So if you want to, you can also back up. So if you get hit by it, it's sort of like your fault. Killjoy. Killjoy's kit is very like self-centered and defense oriented. So it's either you want while you're defending or when you're pushing onto a point and you plant the bomb. Other than that, you can't really do much else with her. But in the end, I never really had much with Killjoys. Once again, it's the same case with KO. I've never really had anyone be super toxic with Killjoy or anything. Yes, there's people who will be. But if you've met them, compared to that, to like toxic Jets or Reynas or Chambers, they're fucking everywhere. Compared to like Killjoy, I really meet them. The only thing that's annoying is their turret, but once again, a couple shots kills them. It's sort of like it's fair enough fucking play. I don't play Killjoy at all, still haven't gotten her, but I put her also in this A tier of definitely not as annoying. It's just her turrets and shit. Neon. See, there are two Neon mains. People who, once again, same thing in Breach, uses every fucking ability, Or instead of like being careful, they just slide in with a fucking bucky or judge and just pop your fucking ass before you can even react. Now, don't get me wrong, it's like that's how she is. She's meant to be this fast, fucking speedy, Rule 34 version of fucking Sonic, but I don't know. It's definitely one of the cases of she definitely has a good kit, but holy fucking, it can get annoying so quick. I don't know whether to put it D or E, because if it's D, it's not as annoying as Cypher, but if it's E, it's not as annoying as Jet. You know, it's in the middle. I don't want to make this middle tier for one person. I don't know. I would say it's E. It's definitely still annoying to fight against. Her walls, whatever. Her stuns, most of the time they fucking miss anyways. It's just shit like how she, but it still does be pretty annoying. But no, definitely. I'm sticking with E. I'm sticking with it. If I want to, I can change it last round, like not round, a minute before I end the thing. Holy fuck, I've been doing this for a while. But anyways, Omen. Once again, I have actually met plenty of toxic Omens, but also friendly. It's one of like the 50-50s. It's not like they're usually toxic or usually friendly. It's like you don't even get like a middle ground. They're either someone who's fucking screaming in your ear, being the most toxic motherfucker possible when you are literally playing Spike Rush, or there's someone who's gonna be getting crushed in a comp game and they're still like, no man, you're good, don't worry, like super nice. Playing against them, it's not that bad. Like really, their kit is like if they teleport, you usually know. And I've had time, and plus they kind of stand there before they teleport. I've had times in clips where like people will literally sneak up on them while they're doing it and fucking kill them during, which is because they don't see them because they're like right behind, which is the funniest fucking thing possible. But like, I think he's just kind of mid. Definitely can be annoying at times, especially with his blinds, and you can't really do much with it. But like, I think it's okay. Up him C mid. It's whatever. Phoenix. Now because of how he recently got buffed, I've been seeing him like constantly recently. So I would put him in a place, and with playing as well, it doesn't feel like much of a change really. But a lot of Phoenixes when they're just in a big firefight, it's every ability out. Curveball, the wall up. If they're hurt, they throw the fire at the ground to heal themselves. If they walk through their wall, or they'll throw the wall in some corner to make sure someone's not there. But once again, never really had a situation where they super tilt me, but also never a situation where they've been super friendly. It's Omen and Fade. I'm probably putting mid as well. Yeah, I'm just putting mid. It's just normal. Reyna, the main's toxic, but playing against her, it's a 50-50. No, I've been saying that constantly, but it's not like how they act, it's how to fight them. Because some good Reyna mains, just it really depends on their angle. Because their eye is a blind, but if they get stuck behind a little fucking pole, or you're like at an angle where you can't see them but you still see them run out, well, but guess what? Their blind is fucking useless. They're just charging out like a dumbass. Easy fucking pick. It really depends on where the eye placement is, and in the end, it depends on where you are, where they are, where the eye goes, and it's so much. But other than that, Reynos can definitely roll the team, and it can still be very annoying when in the end you do everything possible, and because your enemy team, you're not enemy team, your team itself is running like dumbasses, giving her overheal, you can't do much. But it's also it's same to deal with Cypher, where it's annoying, but it's more annoying because you can't do much about with all their abilities. The eye, yeah, sure, it's easy to fucking shoot or just predict when they're popping up because most Reyna mates do it instantly because you can only do that. The rest of her abilities, you can't really do much about it. I put a D. Raise. Ooh, honestly, it's not really annoying. Her big grenade, grenade, is actually usually will explode once, and usually they never hit right on you. And if you see it, you can instantly run away. I've been killed by it a couple times, but it's also because I had teammates fucking body blocking me and sandbagging me like a fucking dumbass. But in the end, nothing really wrong. You know, they fight, they have plenty of kits. Their rocket launcher doesn't feel too overpowered because the fact that it has like it feels like a really fucking small splash damage, and no one's really ever cooped up like crazy. It's always like multiple routes, unless it's like fucking Ascent, where you basically have one route to go unless you want to go mid. So in the end, I would say she's probably also A. I'm gonna give it A. Also an A tier. It's nothing too crazy, but not terrible. You know. Sage, right? It's the only really main healer of the game other than Sky, and I really fucking see Skies really use their heal. But Sage heal slow is great. Some Sages do throw it when it fucks me over, but hey, we're gonna ignore that. And the wall's a great utility, both offensively and defensively if you really need to. So I would give it a fucking S tier, honestly. Like playing against them, I'm never mad about a Sage. If I'm mad about them, it's just because they're playing really fucking good. That's literally it. Fuck their abilities. A Sage can literally never use their ability, and I've seen Stages fucking wipe my entire team. I'll just give it a good old simple fucking S on that bitch. Sky. Now, I feel like it's in a situation where the only thing that bothers me is just them not using their. What the fuck am I saying? I am actually losing it right now. It's really a situation of their abilities never really bother me, and they involve skill with them, and I can use skill to deflect it. You know, the bird is very annoying. Don't get me wrong, but it's also like that's really the only thing. The like fucking dog or I think it was a tiger actually. Usually you hear him running, so you already expect it, and all it does is they use is really just give information on where people are at. And when you see it running around, you know it's where they're coming from because that's where the dog came from. So it's kind of like you expect it. I give it a B only because it's like actually no more A. I never really have problems with them other than the flash, but the flash is meant to be a flash that's supposed to bother you. A lot of people also have flashes that are like that where you can't really do much with it if used correctly, like Yoru. But yeah, Sova. And another one of the people I never really have problems with. I've never really met a Sova. Only Sova I had problems with was unironic. Cut that fuck. The only Sova I had problems with was ironically my Sova on a team once because they kind of fucking team killing a bunch of us and was not doing shit at all. But their kit is perfectly fine. Shock, their recon, whatever. It feels normal. Immediate, also S tier. Like, nothing bad with that. Viper, now, she is actually a really good character, don't get me wrong, but she's also one that's kind of like very skillful and you need to do a lot of shit. Fighting against them, not much. I really never met. Also haven't met. It's I don't want to say it's the bad way. Not ever met too many like amazing Vipers. I definitely had a fair share of really good Vipers, but like compared to like everyone else on this list, except Astra, it's just one of the. It's just one of those that's like, I don't know what it is. I just don't have that many like instances of like a Viper fucking carrying my team, or not really my team, but more or less the enemy team. But still fighting against her, I would say it's. I don't know. It's one of those like. I would say B, maybe. No A. It's a A. It's definitely like her walls are like you can easily jump through, and if you have a flash, you just flash through it, blind everyone on the end outside, and then you walk through it. That's what I love about playing people like KO. If they have a Viper, I can just fucking throw my little flashbang, little underhand toss through it, get a gun ready, hear it pop, and immediately jump through it and check my corners. It's perfect. Last but not least, though, we got fucking Yoru. Now, I got Yoru recently. I've been playing him a lot. But enemy Yorus, woo, they aren't like super toxic. They can be. But it's more or less they have a big ego. It's sort of just thinking it's sort of the main situation of they think they're hot shit when they're not. Like, even like friends I've had, they think they're the hottest shit ever, and they're fucking mid fragging, and like it's just not it. But like playing against them, holy fuck, a good Yoru who knows his flashes, oh my god, and their jumps, it's so tough to fight against, but it feels fair. In the end, like the flashes, you see them come into view and they have to bounce. So once you see them in view, you can definitely turn around real quick. Or with their like gate crash or whatever it's called, where like they can teleport the other side. That is just simply, oh yeah, you have to make sure you listen or watch where it's coming because usually you'll be able to see it. Now, Yoru on attack is fucking nasty because they have spike bomb go to A, have it go to B, and while everyone gets to A, they jump through and plant on B. It's fucking insane. I would put him in like mid. It can definitely get annoying to fight against him a while, but a lot more just it's really skill. You gotta kind of You can if you have audio cues, good reaction time, which yes you can say for everything else, but yeah. But this is a list. I actually don't think I want to change anything. It feels kind of like a good list, you know? I don't know. I mean, I'll probably put Viper back down to B. I don't know. The Viper's what's really Viper and Raze are kind of throwing me off. I don't know. Because Raze is definitely no Raze B, Viper A. Final choice. And we're good. No, but like I even want to do more tier lists, and I've been kind of busy with other shit, so I haven't had much time to record. But like this kind of tier list of how this is really just a tier list of, as I said before, which I don't know why I'm fucking repeating myself, of how it is to fight against them. F tier being annoying, S tier being no problems. And once again, I'm judging with no one being bad at them. Like this is all like thinking they are a super high, great player, and I'm fighting against them. They're like my level. They aren't someone who's fucking playing on a goddamn trackpad. Their laptop is currently fucking seizing up. They don't turn their mic on. You hear the fucking fans going like going crazy. So yeah. This is my list. If you want to talk with me in the comments about it, what you would say, talk to me, please. I would love to talk to people in comments, or you can talk on my server about it. I have a Discord server. It's in the description. If it doesn't work, let me know and I'll change it, because it's been broken before. I'll probably break again, but have a fucking good one. I'll probably make an actual outro instead of having it be a blank fucking screen. But I probably won't, because I'm fucking stupid.
Shake that, shake that. I just wanna shake the